everyone, my name is Shripati Venkatesh, the regional trader, and welcome back again to my channel and to the new video. Today I have selected HFCL stock. Recently this stock is given a very strong breakout and it is in a very great momentum, right? I thought I will discuss this with you guys and give you a few information about fundamentals and also do some technical analysis about the price action, right? So before I could proceed, let me give you a small disclaimer. I'm not a SEBI registered professional, and whatever information that you get from this video is purely for education purpose, and do not use this as signal or recommendation and take any position to any stock that I discuss on the videos. Okay, and if you're taking it, it is purely your decision, and please consult your financial advisor. Okay, so let's proceed. So this stock is given about 96% or 95% recently. Yeah, 96-97% in 30 days. Okay, from the breakout level, and from the recent low, this stock is given about 153 to 155% in 106-108 days. Okay, so this stock saw consolidation, meaning correction for quite some time. For 2 years the stock did not perform. In fact, yeah, for 2 years, since 2 years from the recent high, it actually corrected for about 65%, right? And then after that, it gave a beautiful breakout. Okay, if you see here, it's a beautiful breakout. So it actually, at a higher time frame trend line, it took a support, tried to bounce, got a rejection, and then came back, and then again it tried to go up, it came back again and took a support here, and then went up, rejection, rejection, then support, rejection, support, and then finally it broke out, right? I was actually watching all this when it was happening. When it was over here at this stage, I was not able to understand if it is going to stay above this particular high time frame trend line, or it is going to break and go down further. But I was actually watching it. I had put this into my watch list. I was watching it. Technically, I felt that this might actually give a good gain, but I did not expect such a great move. But it actually took some time, right? From here to till here, it took about 105 days, almost 3 months. It took time for it to actually give a breakout, right? This is about technicals, right? In the day time frame. Okay, so now I'm in 2-day time frame, and you see here, once it actually gave a breakout, it gave a breakout with a great momentum and volume. So when I say volume, look at the candle. The candle is very strong, bullish candle. Okay, and even now, the candles are forming really big and solid ones, right? It shows that there's a great momentum, great buying pressure and interest in the market. So if you see here, the red candles are very small ones. There's no pressure, right? Very small. Even if it is falling, it's very small. Even the green candles were small. Once I started seeing good green candles, multiple good green candles here, that's when my focus shifted towards the stock. Okay, and then I added this in my watch list, and then I draw a pattern with the trend line, and then I was watching it. Along with that, I was actually for reading about the stock also. Let me give you a gist about the stock. So this is HFCL, which is Himachal Futuristic Communication Limited, and this stock is into telecom sector, and they make optical fiber cables for telecom networks, and they work in 5G and telecom equipment space, and they handle broadband and telecom projects, and they also manufacture certain Wi-Fi products, like mainly Wi-Fi routers and other devices, and they also manufacture, or they also have products in defense and railway communication space, and they are into that business, and they are getting good business because of India's digital growth initiative. Okay, and fundamental is very good, not that great but decent. Recently they have recovered very strongly in the quarterly earning, that has improved the market confidence, and they have a strong presence in 5G technology rollout, which recently happened, and we all are already using 5G network, right? And it is supported by the government digital projects and new initiatives, right? Recently, government has taken a lot of digital projects initiatives. So because of which, a stock like HFCL and Sterlite technologies have gained a lot. In the previous video, in the last video, I've discussed about Sterlite technologies, where this gave a very good breakout, and even today 5% gain it saw, and it gave about nearly 30% in 3 months, and from all-time, so previous low, it has given about 610% in like almost 1.5 years, right? So this is the kind of growth, this is also into that same similar space, right? So what I'm trying to tell is, this sector is doing really good now at the moment, and because of certain initiatives from the government, their inventory, sorry, their order book is looking very strong. Okay, that's about fundamentals. And their debt and cash flow still is weak, not that great. It requires monitoring. Valuation looks expensive. That is because of the recent rally that it has given, right? Otherwise, it is decent, and it has a very great, meaning strong sales and profit recovery in the recent times. Okay, one thing that you need to make a note of in the stock is that the DIIs, that is domestic institutional investors, have increased their stake in this company, which means that they've bought a lot of shares in this particular company. Okay, and the fiber demand is rising in India. As I mentioned in the previous video, that we are going to have a lot of data centers getting set up in India, and because of which the Sterlite company shares have risen drastically. Same thing is happening with this company also, because they are also into manufacturing of optical fiber cables, right? So that has given boost to this particular company. Okay, the market is also betting on the future growth, and this is one of the strongest momentum stocks that we have in telecom space currently. Okay, and the only risk that I see, a couple of risks that I see, is that the promoter holding has gone down. In the recent time, the promoters are reducing their stakes in this particular company, and the cash flow, as I mentioned, the cash flow is one of the weak and inconsistent in this particular stock, and debt also is increasing. Okay, otherwise, the stock is doing decent, and this stock is already given a good momentum. All right. So this particular stock has already given about nearly 100% from the breakout. I would not suggest anyone to take any position in this stock right now, because it is nearing to the all-time high. Sorry guys, nearing to the all-time high, and it might take a rejection and start coming down. It could actually go till here, and then it could start correcting, and it could take multiple weeks or few months or few years to actually come back again. So it's very risky. Do not enter now. If you have a very good strategy, okay, then once it breaks this all-time high, and if that strategy tells you to take a trade, then go ahead and take a trade, but do not consider my advice. And based on this video analysis, do not take any trade, because I'm not a SEBI registered professional to give you advice. Okay, so apart from that, the technicals looks good, strong, breakout after long consolidation for about 2 years, and it consolidated like 65% correction this particular stock saw. And volume is very good. As I mentioned, the volume looks very, very strong. Okay, the candles are forming really strong. Okay, and the weekly chart also is looking very bullish. You see here, the weekly chart is looking very bullish. Okay, and the short-term correction and consolidation is possible. As I mentioned, this is the all-time high. Once or any, see this area, right? This area is very gray, meaning it could take a rejection and then it could fall. The reason is because previously it took a rejection. It took some time for it to actually go anywhere for that matter. So if you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it took 5 weeks to actually decide which way it is going to go in the past, and then it started falling. Same zone it is at right now. Okay, this is what the technicals will tell you, right? So it is at the same zone. This is the zone, okay, and in this zone, any moment, it could reverse. Anything can happen, or it could actually break this and go further up. We don't know, but where we had a chance to take a trade, it was over here or over here. We had a chance to take a trade over here or over here, not over here. Okay, so that is the reason I'm not recommending anyone to actually take any position in this particular stock. Okay, and this is about HFCL technicals and fundamentals, and this is the price action that I'm able to see. So this is how I actually pick stocks and do trade. I put that into a watch list and observe the price action, right? How the price is performing. When it is actually falling, it will only go in one direction, guys. Okay, when it is not, it has a confusion, meaning the price is not going anywhere, and it's like doing up and down, up and down. So that's when you need to put that in watch list and monitor closely, right? Same thing happened over here. It was not going anywhere. Then slowly it came down. Then again, it was going up and down, and then finally it gave a breakout. But when it gives a breakout, you need to also check the fundamentals and any catalyst if the stock has. Only then it is valid. Otherwise, it's not valid. Okay, it might give you like 5-10%, but that is not that great, right? In front of 100%, like this stock is given about like 400%. There's nothing, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, right? So I actually share such information in one of the group that I manage, where people can learn. If you want to be part of that group, I will mention that link in the description. You can join that group and you can reach out. All right, and you guys are supporting me a lot. I see previous video getting good views and likes. So if you want any specific video on specific stock or specific topic, please comment that in the comments, and please like this video, share this video with your friends or colleagues who are is actually interested in the market, and please subscribe and please support. Okay, so I'll come back again with a new video on a new stock, and I will have a clear technical analysis done on those videos. Okay, till then, please watch this video and take care. Thank you. Bye bye.